For what sort of business would you want to use a queer plunger?
I once had a nightmare with a plunger. So we had a New Year's Eve party, and then the next day our toilet was blocked. And I thought, I'll nail this. I'd never used a plunger before.
Right.
It's difficult to use.
Yeah, I thought I'd just whack it down there. Whacked it down, and it suctioned just onto the bottom of the toilet. Brought it up, all I had was the piece of stick. And now I didn't just have to unblock the toilet, I had to get my hand in there to get the plunger.
OK, so queer plunger, what might you plunge into?
The ocean.
Well, so water. You might plunge into water. It was a term given to con men who took advantage of the rules of the Society for the Recovery of Persons Apparently Drowned. So, set up in 1774, it's the two London doctors. They were worried that too many victims were being wrongly pronounced dead and sometimes buried alive. And so they developed new techniques of resuscitation. They offered a reward of 4 guineas, which is over £500 today. It's a lot of money, to anybody who successfully brought a drowned man back to life. Well, swindlers paired up with each other. So one would throw themselves into the river and pretend to drown, and the other would jump in and rescue him from the brink of death, and the two of them would then share the 4 guineas. And they became known as queer plungers. How many of you around the table know about W.C. Fields?
Yeah, the cricketer.
No.
That's W.G. Grace.
He was an amazing early 20th century actor and comedian. One of his very first jobs was to drown several times a day. So he worked at Atlantic City, and he would pretend to swim out, and then he would pretend to drown, and somebody would come and rescue him, and a great crowd would gather, and they'd all applaud because he'd been saved, and they were all so thrilled. And then they would buy beer and hot dogs, and it was the beer and hot dog guys who paid W.C. Fields to drown several times a day. The Netherlands was the first country to have a society for resuscitation. Why the Netherlands?
People falling in canals.
Lots of water, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a really simple answer, isn't it?
They have fjords as well.
No,
No.
don't have fjords there.
Have you?
God's
No.
sake.
No. You know, Netherlands is famously flat and fjords are famously steep.
Right.
So, no.
You know what? I'm just glad I didn't say it on national television.
No, that's a good thing. Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe to the QI channel and click here to watch more videos.